Good morning, good people who are out there. Bunk, number 3. So we'll see how that goes. It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable thing. Good morning, people. Today is Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. It's about 10 minutes to 6. I'm starting a little bit early because this is our volunteers breakfast day. The day we provide breakfast to the homeless people. When I say the homeless people, I mean our orphans and widows, the people we are called to help. Right. So we're getting started a little bit early. I've already done my Peloton 20 minutes. 10 and 10, did my shower, did my shave thing, contact lens, new routine. So new routine, trying to always every day, repetition, trying to make it better. Okay, well, this is Department of Career Services. My name is Edward Bevilacqua, and we're here to help you on this journey through your life, which revolves around a transcendent soul heading towards a place that, like anything else we experience in the real world, you end up generally in the place you're headed. You don't head this way and end up over there. Generally, head this way, you end up that way. So we're here to help with success, heading towards the best place so that when this is over and we're at the next place, no problemo. You're going to be best off as you can. Good morning, Diana. Good morning. How are things in Portland? Our meme of today. Where'd it go? Okay, who stole the meme? Addiction, ... and close the loop. Key, there's 2 things there, but it looks kind of compelling, right? Addiction, close the loop. The closing the loop has something to do with addiction, and perhaps it does. We'll find out. So let's see. What's some advice from an 8-year-old? How do we help? 2 fundamental ways. One is the podcast. And the purpose of the podcast is to help build better habits. Create a plan, work the plan, repetition, turn it into unconscious behavior. Turn it into behavior such that if you don't do it, you feel like something's not right. Get it to that level. It's unconscious behavior. And then put a little twist on it, which is to have another habit. And the habit is to constantly improve the habits you have, to do it better, not streamline it, not cut the edges off the corners, but actually to polish it, make it a little bit better, more efficient. So I'm getting my morning routine down pretty well, heading in the right direction, that I will be able to even work out even longer and be ready to go faster. So repetition. Number one way that this program helps, this podcast helps, is it helps create better habits, creating discipline. People like us do things like this. One of the things they say about successful people is that people who are successful do things that non-successful people don't. So that's it. Show up every day. Try to make it the same time. Try to make it part of your routine. Repetition. Life gets very easy when you do that. When you start having to change the program, change the plan, change the blueprint every day, things are not as good. Okay, addiction, close the loop. What is some information we have from others? Well, advice from an 80-year-old. Don't burn bridges. Good morning, what not a bevy. So your duck looks kind of like a snake. Happy Chinese New Year, everyone. Today is Chinese New Year. And it is the year of the snake. Wisdom and strength. Not bad. Okay. Also, karate chop chop. Oh, that's Japanese. Sorry. No offense. No offense to the vibrations in the air. Okay. Where we at? Here we are. Don't burn bridges. That's the advice from an 80-year-old. Seth Godin. Not red letter, but it's pretty good. Organizing for urgent. There are many ways to prioritize our time and focus. But the easiest and most vivid way is to do the urgent things first. Now, there's a difference between vital and urgent. Okay, urgent is time-based. Vital is impulse-based, so it can be plotted on a line. Is it vital and urgent? If we wait until a houseplant is sick before we take care of it, though, it's too late. So you can't put off things till everything becomes urgent. Deadlines. Loud requests and last-minute interventions are crude forcing functions. They're inefficient and common. It's far more effective to organize for important instead. Okay, so you've got now important and urgent. So this has it as urgent as you got to stop what you're doing. You got to take care of this. Important is below that. Organize for important, not urgent. Don't wait till the houseplant is dying before you start taking care of it. It's important that you water the plant, etc. So you need to take care of the plant because it's important, not because it's urgent. We thrive when we do things. We thrive when we do things when we have the most leverage. We thrive when we do things when we have the most leverage, not when everyone else does. Waiting for trouble means that you're going to spend your days dealing with trouble. Right. Kind of reminds me of something I heard on a YouTube short. It's a Nietzsche, one-liner from Nietzsche. If you're complaining that someone ruined your life, you're right. You. If you believe someone ruined your life, you're right. It was you. Okay, take responsibility. All right, what else is on our hit parade? Our hit parade. A lot of good ones. Daily Stoic, 3 good Stoic one-liners. So we talked about Seth's blog, Daily Stoic. Jordan Peterson has a good one at the inauguration. Got interviewed, presumably on the red carpet, and asked about, will Canada become the 51st state? So we talked about Trump's negotiating style of just ask for outrageous things, start with stuff that's really outrageous, and then let them claw you back, and you might get even more than you initially wanted. So he's talking about Canada, Greenland, Panama. Okay. Okay, so that's Jordan Peterson, Daily Stoic, Seth's blog. We did TED Talk, Johann Hari. Everything you think you know about addiction is probably wrong. And what is the opposite of addiction? What's the opposite of addiction? Is it sobriety? Is sobriety the opposite of addiction? What does Johann Hari say? You guys have seen this a million times. Okay, so good morning, Maticus Von Atticus. Connection, ding, ding, ding. What do we have for Johnny? Yes, connection is the opposite of addiction, not sobriety. Not sobriety. So today's meme theme is addiction. The opposite of addiction is connection. And so we could say, people that go off to a place and they're by themselves, they're not connected to anyone. They don't have close relationships where they can see the person, be in the same presence, have the Gandhi neurons doing their Gandhi neuron thing. Not good. So then we do things to release the neurotransmitters so we feel good, and drugs, alcohol, porn, maybe gambling, other things like that replace human connection. All right. And close the loop. Okay, that is, not sure why I'm tired today. Actually, I do know why I'm tired, but I wasn't tired 3 hours ago. Doom scrolling. I've got 2 words for you. Doom scrolling. But it's interesting, right? And if you have your YouTube tuned finally, you're going to get stuff that you're interested in. But anyway, anywho, we talked about addiction. Close the loop. What's that? Well, that's Darren Hardy down below, talking about being more efficient, more effective, more productive. Close the loop. Don't let things remain undone longer than necessary. Let's see, about 40 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, they had this thing called internet time, which was basically, don't take months to do things that can be done in weeks. Don't take weeks to do things that can be done in days. Don't take days to do things that can be done in hours. Just get it done. Don't think about long stuff. So Darren Hardy refers to that as close the loop. If you say, we need to get this information, don't say, well, let's reconvene next week. If it's going to take 2 hours to get the information and reconvene. Close the loop. That's a challenge that we're facing on some of our projects as we're dealing with people who are used to things taking a long time. So they've adjusted, so everything they do takes a long time. And it's probably because, the grant process takes a long time. You get out ahead of it 6 months early, 3 months early, 2 months early, and then you do it, and then you wait. So, Okay, how are things in Fort Jacks? What not a bevy? I have to meet someone. See you tomorrow. Okay, at least you checked in. Glad you were here, Diana. Great. LOL. Doom scroll addiction. Yes. No. Connection. Okay. Amazing and blessed. All right. How's the weather? Gonna ride my bike today. Okay. Working at 4. Sweet and sunny. Okay, good. I wonder how the weather is where Matt is. Matticus von Atticus. So, close the loop. Get things done quickly. Don't put them off. Push. Do things that other people don't do, that non-successful people don't do. All right. Okay, well, we're 15 minutes in. I think we can call it. Unless anybody has anything else. Remember, repetition, repetition, repetition. Try to get other people involved in this. Let's go make something happen. Year of the snake. And I will say, and cut.